Hello and welcome once again to Daisy Brain Video here on Daisy Brain Video. You know, the other day I was collecting four-leaf clovers, which I do occasionally, and I put them in water to keep them green, and what I noticed was this. When you pick four-leaf clovers, they're not supposed to grow roots in water, but look, roots. They're not supposed to root because that would mean you would grow a separate four-leaf clover out of the part that you picked. Which brings up the question of what does it mean to be an individual? Because we're self-aware and apparently self-contained in our heads, we tend to think of ourselves as separate individuals. And we can recognize our interdependence with other individuals of our own and other species, but we generally think that we are individual beings, and we project that onto all of life. Oh, that's a clover plant, that's a dog. Yes, it has cells in its body that are living, but they all work together as one individual. But it really breaks down when you look at plants, because a lot of plants can be broken apart to form new individuals. Sometimes plants merge together. So are they one or two? You know, many of our cells can be extracted and grown in laboratory dishes. Soon they'll be able to grow our organs, perhaps an entire new body out of stem cells that they take from you. So you've grown a new person. It seems different because it's not in your head. It seems like, well, so I think about what can I cut off and still be me? I can obviously, you lose your limbs, you lose everything. If you cut off your body and you're just a head in a jar kept alive, then you feel like, okay, that body is no longer part of me, it's just my head. You could shave off parts of your brain. So what exactly where's the me? Have you ever thought of the process of replacing bits of your body with mechanical devices until there's nothing left that's organic? After replacing all the major organs of my torso with artificial versions, I could slowly replace parts of my brain with more efficient computer components until there was no gray matter left. So at what point would I die? Would I even notice? Would I have a soul or something that would fly off while the mechanical me kept on living? There's an animal called a freshwater hydra that's a little creature that can reproduce by budding. Baby hydras form as little bumps on the side of the adult and eventually mature and break off. So at what point do you move from one hydra with a bump to two individual hydras? This brings up human reproduction. At what point does the fetus become a separate individual? At conception, when it's just a tiny fertilized egg? When doctors might be able to keep it alive outside the body? At birth, at age 26, when its brain is fully developed? Are sperm or eggs part of your body, or are they half humans that you're storing in case they have a chance to develop? All the matter that makes up my body is continuously being exchanged with matter outside my body. I'm absorbing molecules from food, water, and air. The matter that made me up years ago is somewhere else now. So I'm made of new stuff. It's like I had slowly replaced myself with machines. Am I still the same individual I was when I was 7 years old? Just because I have memories of that individual? Do memories make the individual? See, memories can be false, and memories can be stored in a computer disk. Memories can be lost. I think that we have a dual nature. Just as light is thought of as both a particle and a wave, we're both separate individuals and integrated components of a complex system of matter and energy. Today, when my wife pointed out that I had left the front door open, I tried to explain that we had left it open. After all, I'm part of a team, and the team is to blame. Our family left the door open. Americans left the door open. Humans left the door open. You can blame one individual, me, or you can spread the blame to whatever group you want to place me in. That's why it's so strange that people fixate on blaming groups. So someone from the other group commits a crime and you blame their entire group. But why stop there? If a man commits the offense, we can blame all men. We can blame all people. We can blame life itself. It was an animal, in this case a human, that hurt me, so I choose to blame mammals or animals or living things. You can blame the whole planet. After all, the planet enabled the individual to do whatever it was that we don't like. The huge oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico presented an opportunity to blame all sorts of people and organizations. But as Martin Luther King so astutely pointed out, we don't solve problems if we focus on individuals who have done wrong instead of on the systems that produce the wrong. I guess there has to be a balance that recognizes our dual nature as individuals and parts of a whole. We can sue BP or anyone else, but in the end, we have to change the system that makes disasters like the oil spill possible. Okay, so those are some thoughts on individual and group identity and responsibility. Next time, I have a little song to sing about the meaning of life. So until then, it's the until then time. So thanks for tuning in and goodbye.